Your attendance at this event entitles you to enjoy and have a nice educational setting. We ask that you please show your sportsmanship by positively encouraging the student athletes, respecting decisions of coaches and officials, and being considerate of other spectators. We'd like to take a moment to recognize that Lambton College is located on the beautiful homeland that is the traditional area of the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Waddell First Nations. These three noble nations make up the traditional Free Firearms Confederacy. We acknowledge the grace and welcome we have offered to all students, staff, and guests in Lambton College. Please stand if you're able to move your hands to the flag of our national anthem. Let's meet the starters beginning with the Midland Falcons. At guard, number 1, Brandon Bogart. At guard, number 7, Nicholas Seaman. At guard, number 11, Brock Jembus. At guard, number 11, Abby Leader. At forward, number 23, Caleb Bell. And now the starting lineup for your Lambton College Lions. At guard from Brampton, Ontario, number 2, Tyrell Miller. At guard from Cambridge, Ontario, number 6, Albin Yashi. At guard from Hampton, Ontario, number 10, Milos Lukic. At guard from Brampton, Ontario, number 11, A.J. Edwards. And at guard from Brussels, Ontario, number 35, Owen Newell.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of OCAA Men's Basketball here on your TV and on the Lambton Lions Athletics YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. My name is Tony Frangus, and tonight we bring you a tilt between the visiting Fanshawe Falcons and the home hosting Lambton Lions, and they have possession early on. It will be going from left to right on your screen in this opening half, wearing the blue uniforms. The Fanshawe Falcons going from right to left on your screen. They are wearing the black uniforms. These two teams jockeying for position in the OCAA West Division. Looking at the standings, Fanshawe comes into this one with a 7-7 record, good enough for the 5th seed. The Lambton Lions trying to catch up. They have a 5-8 record, good enough for the 8th and final playoff spot right now, but they would like to claw their way up the standings, make it a more favorable matchup as we head towards the OCAA playoffs. Hard to believe, just a month away. Pass getting over the head of Tyrell Miller, over and back, and it will be Fanshawe basketball. Falcons come into this one the number 1 rebounding team in the entire OCAA. Did I just throw an extra A in there? Just 2 A's. The Ontario Colleges Athletic Association. Ball's going to go back the other way in favor of the Lambton Lions. So if you are Lambton, the strategy is to hit those first shots, because second chances, offensive rebounds, those are going to be few and far between. They're going to be a lot harder to come by than they would be against other opponents. If you're the Fanshawe Falcons, you want to protect the ball. They also lead the league in turnovers. Tyrell Miller from the free throw line. It's good. He fires the opening salvo to get Lambton on the board, up 2-0. And back come the other way, number 1, former Lambton Lion. It's Brandon Bogart. He wears number 1 for Fanshawe. And underneath off the glass is Caleb LaBelle, the 6'7", fourth-year forward out of Sharon, Ontario. Rookie Milos Lukic, 4-3, a little too much on that shot. Edwards swats it back out to Miller. He's looking for long range. No good. Tip back in bounds and into possession of Nikola Seebeck. Seebeck's going to bring it up past half court for Fanshawe. He'll back up away from third-year forward Albin Gashi. He wears number 6 for Lambton. Seebeck for 3, it's no good, and there is Owen Newell with a rebound. Miller taking his time, gets it over to Lukic in front of the Lions bench. Albin Gashi has it now. Gashi looks to drive, trying to get over the reach of Seebeck, no good, and back come the other way. Bogart has it now for the Falcons. Seebeck pings it into the paint, and that might have been an extra step, perhaps not, according to the officials, able to keep his pivot. And taking an elbow in the face was Addy Lever, the 6'4" guard. In his second year out of Trenton, Ontario, he's going to set up at the free throw line. That's going to be the first foul assessed to Owen Newell. Zakai Davis has entered the game. He wears number 20 for Fanshawe. He'll line up on the near side of your screen next to Alvin Gashi. Addy Lever coming into this one, averaging 7.4 points per game, over 5 rebounds per night, and 2 assists as well, contributing very well offensively. Second free throw is good, and back come the Lions. Albin Gashi has an opportunity to bring it up here for Lambton. Tyrell Miller looking for help, finds A.J. Edwards. He's looking for 3, that's no good. Rebound is collected by LaBelle. Nikola Seebeck has it now. And we had some contact at the baseline there that the official didn't like. Foul assessed to Albin Gashi. That'll be his first. Second team foul for Lambton. Ball will be inbounded by Bogart. Lever gets it out to Seebeck, works it around to Davis. LaBelle over Gashi, off the glass, good for 2. LaBelle coming into this one with 7 points and 5 rebounds a game as well. Milos Lukic, impressive rookie season for Lambton. He wears number 10. Averaging just under 10 points a game. And Lambton is going to make their first substitution. Number 23, Clayton Burgess, will enter the game in favor of Gashi. As Owen Newell, he wears number 35. He will set up at the free throw line. Probably relishing the opportunity to play the Fanshawe Falcons one more time. Back when these two teams played in November at Fanshawe, Owen Newell had 18 points. What was probably more impressive was going 9 of 12 from the field. And Newell hits all 3 of them from the free throw line, and the Falcons will get an opportunity to respond. Seebeck brings it up for Fanshawe. He's dispossessed. Clayton Burgess has it now over to Tyrell Miller. He'll bring it past half court. Pace of play starting to pick up. The volume's starting to pick up here. Miller backs away from Lever, gets it over to Newell. Shot clock down to 7. Burgess fakes off the glass, and Clayton Burgess is on the board. The second year 6'8" forward out of Tilsonburg. And there's a steal for Lukic, 2-on-1 with Edwards. Foul drawn. Lukic is going to shoot 2. Nikola Seebeck doesn't like the call one bit. That'll be his second personal foul, and that is going to result in a substitution. We're going to see number 12, Declan Andrade, making his game debut. First free throw from Lukic is good. Back the other way here. Bogart has it. Gets around Edwards. Looks to drive. Little too much on it. And rebound will eventually end up in the hands. Not sure if we're going to get a jump ball call or foul. Fanshawe basketball, Bogart inbounds. And quick catch and release shot is off the mark from Jam Goose. Bogart fakes 3, kicks it back over. Barack Jam Goose with the fade, no good. Long, it would pass over to Owen Newell. He drives, fouled, and one. Get another substitution here. Hansel Matunga will see his first action, the 6'4" guard out of Montreal, Quebec, in his second year in a Fanshawe uniform. Clayton Burgess with the rebound, not quite enough on the putback, and it will be Lambton basketball. Last touch by Fanshawe. Number 0, Mike Decius will see his first action for Lambton. He wears the 0 towards the top of your screen. Owen Newell catches the inbound. A.J. Edwards has it. Picks up his dribble, gets it over to Miller. Miller retains possession. Shot clock down to 3. He's got to shoot it. 4-3. That one off the mark. Now, I thought that caught the rim, but I guess not. Not much protest from the Lambton players on the court, so they must agree with the call. Shot clock violation, and back we go the other way here as we approach the halfway point here in the first quarter. 11-6, Lambton leading over Fanshawe. Matunga pass goes well over the head of Declan Andrade, and it will be Lions basketball. Alban Gashi will substitute back in favor of Newell. A.J. Edwards over to Tyrell Miller. Cross to Decius. Powerful cross-court pass to Edwards, 4-3. Too much on it. Decius with the rebound. Miller, long three-point attempt. It's off the mark. And it's going to go back the other way. Addy Lever has it for Fanshawe. Tries to get around his defender. There is Andrade. Too much on it, and it will be Lambton basketball. Miller has it. Miller, his lane gets closed, finds another one. Unable to put it back. And Lever gets the rebound. He'll bring it back up for the Falcons. Hand off to Bogart. Bogart dispossessed, and here comes Mike Decius, uncontested off the glass. And those will be his first points of the evening. It's going to remain Fanshawe basketball here. A couple of substitutions will be made. Lennon Campos has entered the game. He wears number 10. Nicola Seebeck is now back in the game. He has the ball for Fanshawe. He'll have to tread a little more lightly with 2 fouls to his credit already. Quick catch and release from Campos is well short, and good effort from Caleb LaBelle to try and keep it in bounds, but unsuccessful, and it will be Lambton basketball with 3:31 to go here in the first quarter. Edwards met by Bogart. He's able to find Burgess at the baseline. Decius works it around to Miller. Gashi drives. There's a good block from number 12, Declan Andrade, and going in uncontested is Lennon Campos with his first offense of the evening. Edwards drives, kicks out to Gashi. Gashi brings it back into the paint, finds it open. Tyrell Miller, too much on that shot. Bogart gets the rebound. And there was a foul there. Couple of substitutions being made for the Lambton Lions. Number 22, Jackson Hallward, has entered the game. And number 17, Alec Eder. Seebeck gets it over to Andrade. Tried to find LaBelle in the paint, unable to do so, and it comes back the other way. Gashi picks up his dribble, finds an open Miller, sets for 3. Not quite enough on it. There's Hallward with the offensive rebound. Too much gusto on it. But foul has been assessed, I believe. That was... I want to say it was Zakai Davis, perhaps, with the foul credit there, but nonetheless, we'll keep her going. It's Alec Eder at the free throw line. That's the issue. We don't get the walkie-talkie situation down at the scorekeeper table back up to the booth here, so you miss one hand signal, and that's it. You're officially relying on the YouTube replay to see what happened. Eder's going to get called for his first foul. That is the 4th team foul for Lambton, so next one will put Fanshawe at the free throw line. LaBelle's pass intercepted by Miller, and here we go. Pass to Eder, looking for the two-handed dunk. Didn't quite get the air that he needed. And Addy Lever, as he hit the court there, it looked like he might have rolled his ankle, but appears to be okay. He's not limping or anything. Lennon Campos, number 10, has re-entered the game for Fanshawe, and it will be Addy Lever setting up at the free throw line here, the 6'4" guard in his second season out of Trenton, Ontario. First free throw rolls out. It's been a struggle for the Falcons all season at the free throw line. They come into this one shooting just 58% as a team. Second one's good. Couple of starters back in for Lambton. Number 10, Milos Lukic. Number 35, Owen Newell. have both re-entered, and Albin Gashi gets the pass over to Newell, and they go back and forth. Gashi walks it to half court. Miller was thinking about driving baseline. His lane gets closed. Gets it back over to Gashi. Lukic, catch and release three. No good. Owen Newell, offensive rebound. Unable to put that back. And looking to respond. Addie Weaver did not like the travel call. Entering the final 90 seconds of the first quarter, the Lambton Lions lead the Fanshawe Falcons 14-9. Jackson Hallward has it for Lambton, trying to back his way in. Gets it out to Newell. Newell almost lost his footing near the baseline there. Great shot from the second-year forward, Owen Newell. He leads all scorers in this one with 7. Lever trying to find an opening. Campos has it under the net. Outward pass to Lukic. Gets around his defender off the glass, and the rookie gets his first field goal of the evening. 45 seconds to go. 48, excuse me. And one opportunity for Lennon Campos. Campos in his second year out of Georgetown, Ontario, the 6'4" forward, averaging about 5 points a game off the bench. And free throw is good. Bishop Whitmell will enter the game out of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario in his third season. Will get his first minutes of the night. 45 seconds left here in quarter number 1, 18-12. Lambton ahead of Fanshawe. I was going to say a mysterious travel call there, but Owen Newell didn't raise too much of an eyebrow there, so he'll concede that call for now. Inbound passes over to Addie Lever. He'll bring it to half court for the Falcons. Oh, the you can't do that chance have started up here at the baseline. Well, one of the more lively crowds we've had here pretty much all season. It's excited to see them this loud. Another travel was called. That basket waved off. Pass intended for Bogart, intercepted. Owen Newell. Oh, is that going to be an offensive foul? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's going to be a personal foul assessed to him. And number 14, Javante Griffith, has entered the contest here for Lambton for the final 11 seconds of this opening quarter. Pass over to Seebeck. He brings it into the paint. Trying to hang on. Tries to get it into the hands of Matunga. Out of bounds. Will remain Falcons basketball with 1.9 seconds. So pretty much it's going to be an inbound. Time to get off a dribble or two and then shoot. And I believe that went off the foot of Hallward. And quick inbound, and I think that was Whitmell who wanted the foul call. He's saying, hey, there was some contact on the arm. Officials disagree, and that is the end of quarter number 1. The Lambton Lions lead the Fanshawe Falcons by a score of 18-12. Lambton College men's and women's varsity basketball programs will host Return of the MAC, a one-day 3-on-3 basketball tournament that's on Saturday, February 14th, right here at the Cestar Group Athletics and Fitness Complex. Inspired by the classic Gus Macker tournaments, Return of the Mac will bring together alumni, community hoopers, basketball fans for a full day of competition, music, and fun while raising funds in support of Lambton Lions men's and women's basketball. DJ Fat Fingers will be providing music all day during the tournament and again at night for the after party, keeping the energy high from tip-off to last call. Divisions include high school, adult rec, open, elite, with teams of up to 4 players. Space is limited. Registration is paid first come, first serve. After party in the Den at the Lambton College campus. Afterwards, food, drink specials, raffles, and awards. Anyone welcome to attend the after party as well, but we'd certainly love to have you here for the Return of the Mac 3-on-3 basketball tournament. That is Saturday, February 14th, right here on the main campus at Lambton College in Sarnia. You can see at Lambton Lions on Instagram, Facebook, X, whatever social media platform you like, and more information is there on how to sign up. We'd certainly love to see you here and fill the, colloquially, what we will call the Lions Den, the Cestar Group Athletics and Fitness Complex here on the main campus at Lambton College in Sarnia. Love to see you here for a game as well. Next one is going to be this coming Wednesday, not too far from now, when the Conestoga Condors will make their only visit to the season here. That'll be on Wednesday, February 4th. Women tip off at 6 p.m. Men tip off at 8 p.m. Come on out and join us, lclions.ca for more information. Second quarter is now underway. The Lambton Lions going from left to right on your screen in the light blue uniforms. The Fanshawe Falcons going from right to left wearing the black uniforms with the red trim. That is Tyrell Miller with the ball. Over to Alvin Gashi. Shot clock is down to 7. Gashi finds Billy Van Boxtel in the corner. 3 won't fall for him. Bogart's going to bring it up for Fanshawe. Seebeck catch and release 3. It's off the mark. Both teams seem to be struggling mighty from long range tonight. Gashi might have been fouled by Matunga there. He's not bothered. That shot falls for Gashi. And he's got his first offense of the night. And the Lions now lead by 8, 20-12 here in the opening minute of the second quarter. Lever, Whitmell loses it. Miller over to Gashi. He's looking for 3, and that one's going to fall for the captain. What was I saying about both teams struggling from long range? Forget it. Forget it. That's over. Gashi's putting that to rest. Lever backs up on Gashi. He's looking for 3. That one won't fall for him. Gashi gets the rebound. Miller. Almost from the scorekeeper's table he hit that one. What a shot by Tyrell Miller, and the Lambton Lions on an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. Fanshawe calls the timeout. They're going to have a chat about this one. And like we were saying before, just kind of as the game was starting, that the offensive rebounds were going to be hard to come by for the Lambton Lions, but they haven't had much of an issue grabbing them. The real problem has just been those second chance points. That's what they're looking for. Otherwise, this lead would be a lot bigger. But hey, you know what? I think they'll take a 14-point lead in the second quarter right now. Matters just hanging on to it and protecting the ball, continuing to create those turnovers like they did in the first quarter. And the Fanshawe Falcons, I think the talk over on the bench right now is to start righting the ship, especially on offense. Being held to just 12 points in about 11 minutes of play so far. $11 minutes and 36 seconds of play to be precise. 8:24 to go here in the second quarter. Addy Lever is going to inbound for the Falcons. He wears number 13, and now in the hands of Brock Jamgoose. Back to Lever. Lever taking his time. Shot selection is going to be a little more picky here, I think. There's a good opportunity for Caleb LaBelle. That one gets swatted away. Still 6 seconds to work with. on the shot clock here for Fanshawe. Bogart will inbound. Long inbound pass over to Lever. Shot clock down to 1. He's got to fire it. And what a shot by Barack Jamgoose, the second-year guard out of Oakville. Yeah, she drives off the glass, no good, and collected by LaBelle. Bogart, long outlet pass, and off the glass, good for 2 points for Addie Lever, and there's a quick 5-0 run for the Falcons now. Whatever talk they had during the timeout appears to be working so far. Gashi gets it back to Miller. Miller trying to find Van Boxtel at the baseline, is dispossessed, and here comes Fanshawe once again. Lever with the handoff to Jamgoose, back to Lever from the corner. That shot well short. Javante Griffith. Smart move to throw it off the leg of Caleb LaBelle out of bounds, and it will be Lambton basketball. Couple of substitutions being made. Number 11, A.J. Edwards has re-entered the game. Number 23, Clayton Burgess, and number 35, Owen Newell are all back in. Owen Newell loses his footing, unable to get it into possession of A.J. Edwards, and Fanshawe gets the ball back. Bogart, 4-3, that one is good. Those are the first points of the night for the team's leading scorer this season. Comes into this one averaging over 15 points a game to go along with 5 assists and 4 rebounds. That's Albin Gashi with 2 points, and he's up to 7. Number 13, Addie Lever has it for the Falcons. Gets it back to Bogart. Bogart fakes the shot on Edwards. Steps back on Edwards and hits it. And that 8-0 run the Lions went on to start the quarter has been erased rather quickly. Burgess long two. Too much on that shot, and here comes Fanshawe. Bogart trying to muscle his way in, just not quite enough on that shot, but he will set up on the free throw line. That is going to be Owen Newell's second personal foul. First free throw is good. And the third-year guard goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. A.J. Edwards looking for an opening, gets it to Owen Newell. He's looking for 3, and no doubt about that one. He is the first player on the court tonight to reach double digits. He has 10. And responding in kind is Barack Jamgoose. Both teams going shot for shot here. I like it. A.J. Edwards looking for 3. That one no good, and the rebound pulled down by Campos. Number 7, Seebeck is dispossessed. Here come the Lions. Tyrell Miller almost lost it, able to hang on. No back away from Jamgoose, trying to cross around him. Owen Newell is found underneath, and he gets 2 more points. He's up to 12. Nicola Seebeck with the, well, he picks up his dribble. Thought we were going to get a handoff there. Finds Jamgoose. Long 3-point attempt. Off the mark. Rebound for Burgess. And Gashi gets it back into the hands of the veteran Tyrell Miller. He's looking for 3. That shot short. Out of bounds. And timeout is called by the Lions. Taking a look at the scoring leaders across the Ontario Colleges Athletics Association, there are only 2 names in front of Tyrell Miller. Right now it is Parker Davis over at Redeemer. He leads everybody in the entire league. They're going to see him again in a couple of weeks when the Lions go to face Redeemer to end the regular season, but he's averaging 24.9 points per game. Ramon McCullough over at Loyalist. We don't get to see him here except in exhibition tournaments perhaps over in the East Division. You don't get that crossover play during the regular season. You might get one in between the holiday breaks there, but 24.7 points per game, and then it's Tyrell Miller, number 3 in the entire league, 22.5 points per game coming into this contest. Held relatively quiet in this one at 5 right now, but we're not even halfway through the second quarter, so plenty of time to ignite that. As we're now at 4:27 here to go in the second quarter. Lambton Lions lead the Fanshawe Falcons 33-27. You're watching OCAA men's basketball here on Lambton Lions Athletics YouTube channel and on your TV, whatever platform you're watching us on. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting the Ontario Colleges Athletic Association. Shot from Edwards is off. Newell trying to get the rebound. Out of bounds, it will be Fanshawe basketball. Lever has it for the Falcons. LaBelle matched up with Burgess. Finds Bogart in the paint, and that one unable to fall for him. Newell gets the rebound and hands it to Miller. Burgess with a handoff back to Tyrell Miller. Newell for 3. No good. Hallward unable to collect the rebound, and it is Barack Jamgoose who has it now for Fanshawe. Into the hands of Caleb LaBelle. LaBelle trying to drive around Newell. Has to pick it up. Campos kicks back out. Lever. Great ball movement here by the Fanshawe Falcons, and that is Lennon Campos with 2 points. Campos has 7 off the bench here in the first half. Owen Newell takes the feed underneath, and that is Clayton Burgess now with a good mid-range shot. And I think we got a travel call, and a substitution will be made, number 5. Liam Tosh, number 5, will substitute back in 59 seconds. We got another timeout called for the Falcons. They will use their final timeout here of the first half. The Lambton Lions still with one more at their disposal should they choose to use it. 35-29, the Lambton Lions lead the Fanshawe Falcons. The last time these two teams met, it was the Falcons, the slenderest of victories, 70-66. Some highlights to speak of in that game. Brandon Bogart for the Fanshawe Falcons, 17 points to go along with 6 rebounds and 6 assists. And Demarion Ennis, who we haven't seen tonight, he's been a key player for the team this season. He had a double-double in that one, 10 points, 10 rebounds to go along with 3 steals. But on the other side of things, Tyrell Miller, debatably his best game of the season that night. Back in, gotta go look what the date was for that, November 19th it was. Tyrell Miller, 28 points, 8 boards, 6 assists. Owen Newell had 18 points on 9 of 12 from the field. And A.J. Edwards, although he was only held to 2 points, the impressive part, 5 steals in that one. And he'll look to repeat that number, I'm sure. That's A.J. Edwards right there, number 11 with the ball. Gets it back to Tyrell Miller. Miller shoots. That's going to be long 2. Long 2 for Miller. He's got 7 points here in the first half. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the second quarter. Joey Kirabel is on the court now for Fanshawe. He wears number 15 at the top of your screen, right in front of the Falcons bench. Shot clock down to 2. Kirabel from the corner, no good. Miller going to try and keep it in bounds, gets it to Edwards. Great effort to retain possession for Lambton. Jackson Hallward open for 3. Off the mark, and it's Addy Lever with the long outlet pass. He finds Campos. Lever picks up his dribble, and a bit of a miscue there. Pass intended for Campos, out of bounds. Zakai Davis is back in. He wears number 20. Tyrell Miller brings it back past half court here for Lambton. 1:45 to go. Tosh to Edwards to Hallward. Blocked out of bounds by Matunga. Number 14, Javante Griffith, has re-entered the game for Lambton. Miller inbounds, finds Griffith. Looked like he was blocked from behind there by Bogart. Pass goes off the head of Campos. And back into possession of the Lions. Miller has it. He's looking for 3. He nails it, and he is the second Lambton Lion to reach double digits tonight. He has 10 here on the first half. Kirabel trying to get around Griffith. Loses his footing. Foul is called on Javante Griffith. That is going to be his first personal foul. And remarkably, with 1:15 to go in the second quarter, that is just the second team foul for either team in this entire quarter. Lambton has 2. Fanshawe has no fouls. They can play rough for the next minute 15 if they want. Kirabel goes off the glass. So both sides, imagining, are going to start to play a little more aggressively as we enter the final 60 seconds of the second quarter. Miller finds Lukic. He's back on the court. Too much on that shot. Edwards keeps it in bounds. Good effort to get it to Gashi. Miller for 3. That one is short. Edwards can't keep it in bounds this time, but is able to get it off the defender, out of bounds, and it will remain Lions basketball. Oh, that was a foul, actually. My apologies. So much for the no fouls we were talking about. Kirabel, that's his first. And the Lambton Lions will exercise their final timeout. Like we were saying, next home game after tonight will be on Wednesday, February 4th. The Conestoga Condors will be paying a visit here. Their only visit to the Cestar Group Athletics and Fitness Complex this season. So come and join us. The women's teams will tip off at 6 p.m. The men's teams will tip off approximately 8 p.m., about 20 minutes after the conclusion of the women's team. $5 to get in the building, free for kids, free for seniors, free for students. We'd love to see you out here. There's concessions, food and beverages available. Of course, you can join us in the Lions Den Pub and Grill afterwards as well. We're in between games. Might I recommend the matzo sticks or the samosas, but lots of great food items for you to grab there. So come and check it all out here. But, of course, we would love to see you. For the full schedule, visit lclions.ca. And, of course, all home games you can see on the Lambton Lions Athletics YouTube channel, and select home games brought to you on your TV as well. We thank our broadcast partners here for helping us out with tonight's coverage, as they have for the last several seasons, and hope to continue doing so. And we thank you for watching and for supporting the Ontario Colleges Athletic Association. 48 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. Albin Gashi will inbound for Lambton. Pass is intercepted by Campos. Nearly loses it, gets it over to Kirabel. On the drive, looks like he got tied up with Tosh. And that came, yes, before the attempt at the net, so it will be an inbound. .43 seconds to go down. Here in the second quarter, off the foot of Lukic and out of bounds. They're saying, yeah, starting to get a little more physical here. That will be the second personal foul, assessed to Javonte Griffith. And some noisemakers starting to make their presence known here as Zakai Davis misses his first free throw. I'd say this is probably one of the more vocal Lions fan bases we've had here this season, but the shot falls nonetheless for Zakai Davis. Substitution is going to be made. Number 24, Billy Van Boxtel, is back in. Lukic inbounds to Miller. We'll try and extend the lead here for the Lions one more time before they head to the locker rooms for the half. Shot clock down to 8. Miller from the free throw line. Fade is no good. And Lever gets it over to Bogart. Great pass to Kirabel. He drives, blocked by Miller. Falcons retain possession. Shot clock is off. That pass goes past the outstretched hand of Joey Kirabel, out of bounds. And it is Lambton basketball. Shot clock is off. 9.5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. One last opportunity for the Lions to get the lead back up. A.J. Edwards, 4-3. That one's good. Looks at the fans, pumps his fists, and walks straight to the locker room, as he has now given the Lambton Lions an 11-point lead at the half. Lambton Lions 43, Fanshawe Falcons 32. You're watching OCAA men's basketball here on the Lambton Lions Athletics YouTube channel and on your TV. Stay with us. Second half action about to get underway. You're watching OCAA men's basketball here on the Lambton Lions Athletics YouTube channel and on your TV. We bring you the Lambton Lions taking on the Fanshawe Falcons. Fanshawe will be going from left to right on your screen in the second half, wearing the black uniforms. The Lambton Lions going from right to left. They will be wearing the light blue uniforms. It is 43-32 in favor of Lambton. That is number 7, Seebeck. Nicola Seebeck missing that first shot, but he was fouled in the process. Oh, pardon me, the foul, offensive foul on Seebeck. Never mind. Lions basketball, let's go. Tyrell Miller, what an impressive first half he had here. 11 points to go along with 5 assists, 4 steals, 5 rebounds, and a block, and he's going to add to his point total right there from the corner. With 3 more, he leads all scorers tonight. He has 14 points now. Davis has it over to Seebeck. Back to Davis. There's the handoff underneath to LaBelle. Shot clock is down to 5. Tipped out of bounds by Newell. Will remain Fanshawe basketball here, but just 5 seconds on that shot clock. Plenty of time to generate something here, trying to cut into a deficit. Bogart from the corner in front of the Lions bench, no good. Offensive rebound for Davis. He is fouled en route and will shoot 2. Number 20, Zakai Davis, his rookie season here, 6'2" guard out of Kitchener, Ontario. And that first free throw is off the mark. The Lions fan base here in attendance, a little more vocal than normal nights. That's what will happen here with the Highway 402 rivalry here. We appreciate the enthusiasm always. That's Owen Newell, number 35, kicks it out to Tyrell Miller. He fakes, finds Newell back in. Great ball movement. And Owen Newell's got 14 points of his own. Scored 18 the last time they played against Fanshawe, so he's looking to eclipse that mark and well on pace to do so here. Nicola Seebeck looks to drive around Newell, handoff to LaBelle, floats it over Gashi, rebound by Newell. Gets it to the rookie Lukic. Owen Newell has it back out to Lukic. Gets it over to Miller. Still 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gashi motions Newell to run along the baseline there. Finds A.J. Edwards as the shot clock expires. No good. Bogart collects the rebound. And another turnover generated by the Lions. Here comes A.J. Edwards trying to get around the defender, Addie Lever. A.J. Edwards fouled in the process, and he will set up at the free throw line. Foul is assessed to number 13, Addie Lever. That already is the second team foul assessed to the Falcons. First free throw from Edwards is short. Edwards hits the second one, extends the lead to 17 points now for Lambton. Seebeck almost loses it, gets it over to Bogart. Bogart double teamed by Gashi and Miller. There's a good outlet pass, and it is intercepted by Zakai Davis, and Miller almost picking it off once again. Tipped it out of bounds. It looks like number 22, Andrew Warder, is going to enter the game for Fanshawe. This will be his first action of the night. And Warder gets it over to Bogart. A.J. Edwards sticking right to him. And maybe just a little too aggressively, he's going to be assessed a foul. That is going to be his second. And team second foul as well. 7:23 to go here in the third quarter. Lions lead 49-32 over the visiting Fanshawe Falcons. Shot clock down to 7. There's another turnover. Milos Lukic collects the outlet pass. Finger roll good. 51-32 now, Lambton leads. And that makes it 6 points for the rookie Milos Lukic. And the shot will fall for number 13, Addie Weaver. Gashi has it at half court. Gashi loses it, and Warder was unable to corral the loose ball. Weaver has it now. Double teamed by Luke. Oh, Lukic, I think, reached in. Yeah, they didn't like the contact there. That is going to be the second personal foul for Milos Lukic. And third team foul already for the Lions. Still with 6:31 to go here in the third quarter. And number 22, Jackson Hallward, has re-entered the game for Lambton. Jackson Hallward, the 6'5", second-year forward out of Woodstock. Offensive foul is charged to number 22, Andrew Warder. Edwards brings it up for the Lions, gets it over to Lukic. Lukic to Miller, back to Edwards. He's looking for three. Shot is short and is pulled down by Lever. Warder in the corner, drives baseline. The lane gets closed. Pass goes past the outstretched hand of Barak Jamgoose, out of bounds. And it is Lambton basketball, as Declan Andrade is back in. Pass is intercepted. Great read by number 15, Joey Kirabel. And Lukic, in the attempt to dispossess him, is assessed his third personal foul, and he is going to, I believe he is going to be substituted out. I think Mike Decius is coming back in. And number 9, Corey King, has entered the game here for Lambton as well. He's standing at the logo with his first minutes of the night. First free throw from Kirabel, nothing but net. Excellent at the free throw line, and Mike Decius has re-entered the game, number 0. Miller inbounds to King. They go back and forth. Corey King in his second year out of Terror Prep in Toronto. Owen Newell, great fake. He's up to 16 points now. Underneath is Joey Kirabel. Great offensive output tonight for the 6'3" rookie out of London. Corey King drives. Collects the own loose ball. Jackson Hallward can't put it back. And we approach the halfway point here in the third quarter. 53-38, Lambton Lions lead the visiting Fanshawe Falcons. In the corner is number 13, Addie Lever, misses that one. Shot clock down to 6. Lever brings it into the paint, gets it back to Carabel. Tyrell Miller picks it off. He'll go in uncontested. And Tyrell Miller now has 15 points. Davis gets it over to Andrade. Andrade blocked and fouled by number 9, Corey King. And the officials on the court just not letting anything go. That is now 5 team fouls for the Lambton Lions, still with 4.5 minutes to go in the third. Fanshawe's been assessed 3 of their own. First free throw from Andrade is off the mark. And the noisemaker's not as effective the second go around. Andrade hits his other attempt and closes the gap here to 55-39. Number 1, Brandon Bogart is back in for Fanshawe. In the corner, wide open, it's Owen Newell. He's looking for 3. That one not quite enough on it. Lever looking to drive around Decius. He has it at the baseline. Bogart trying to cross over on Corey King. King almost losing his footing there, able to stay with him though. It's Andrade in the paint, fouled by Newell. That is going to be Newell's 3rd personal foul. And that will send number 12, Declan Andrade, to the free throw line out of Campbellford, Ontario, the 6'6" rookie. And number 6, Alvin Gashi, is back in his 3rd season in a Lions uniform out of Cambridge, Ontario, 6'5". Free throw for Andrade misses. To much fanfare from the Lambton Lions fans down at the baseline. Second free throw attempt from Andrade is good. A.J. Edwards, number 11, is back in favor of Decius. Gashi brings it past half court, back to King. Edwards. Cross court to Gashi. Shot clock down to 5. He's got to make a move out of that corner. Finds A.J. Edwards open across the court. Shot is off the mark. Lever gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Andrade. Splits the defenders. Great effort to get 2 points back for the Falcons. Tyrell Miller to Alvin Gashi. Back to Miller. Trying to find Burgess in the paint, and I think Declan Andrade is going to be assessed a foul on that attempt to dispossess, and it will remain Lions basketball with 8 seconds on the shot clock. It'll be set to 14. Inbound pass to Burgess. Back to Miller. And the baseline mid-range jumper is good for the team's leading scorer, who now has 17 points tonight. A.J. Edwards collects the defensive rebound, gets it to Miller. Miller just exceptional dribbling ability and great reversal to bring his total tonight up to 19. Shot in the corner will rattle out for Lever. The lead remains at 17 here for Lambton. Corey King will perhaps try to extend it. Kicks out to Edwards. He's open. He's looking for three. Rattles out. Bogart and Campos colliding on the rebound acquisition, and Clayton Burgess will be assessed his second personal foul. And that will afford the opportunity for number 10, Lennon Campos, to shoot free throws for Fanshawe. And a little bit of deliberation here amongst the officials. And it will instead be Bogart shooting the free throws. Which has led to some additional heckling from the Lions faithful, and Bogart misses the first one. Falcons were 7 of 9 from the free throw line in the first half, and I think Campos might have rushed there. Campos looked like he was in the paint there well before the shot release, but no harm done, I suppose. It is Lions basketball after all. A.J. Edwards hands it to Miller. Cross-court pass to Milos Lukic. He's looking for three. That one won't fall for him. Burgess unable to get the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Bogart, who will bring it up for Fanshawe. Stolen from behind by Lukic. He looks to go coast to coast, and that one just had a little too much on it. Lever has it now for Fanshawe as we approach 90 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Rebound by Burgess. Miller gets it to Gashi. Shot clock is down to 7. Pass is deflected. And back in possession of the Falcons. It will be Lennon Campos, picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds Bogart. And going up and under, unable to finish it though, was Hansel Matunga. Now in the hands of Addy Lever. 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 59-43, Lions lead. Bogart elects to shoot the three. That one well off. Burgess with another rebound. Tyrell Miller looking for some help, finds Gashi. Lukic hit the court hard off what I think was some incidental contact. I don't think there was anything too nefarious there, but we are going to get a whistle. Lukic is still down. And the officials telling both sides to stay on the court, as this doesn't serve as an official timeout. And anyway, Lukic, I think, just not clutching any particular body part. I think just had his bell rung when he hit the floor there, but he is up with the assistance of one of our varsity baseball players over at the baseline. Lukic will walk back to the bench under his own power. Appears to be clutching his midsection, though, wondering if just got the wind knocked out of him perhaps, but he's going to stay in the game. And it is Lions possession here. Shot clock is off, 21.8 seconds left in the third quarter. A.J. Edwards cross-court pass to Tyrell Miller, 15 seconds left. Miller drives, tries to go over a pair of defenders, and he will set up at the free throw line again. And he is the first Lambton Lion to eclipse the 20-point mark this evening. He now has 21. First player on the court for either side tonight. Averaging 22.4 points per game entering this contest. And he now has 22 tonight. Final 6 seconds of the third quarter here. Corey King, number 9, is back in the game. He'll sub in for Lukic. And AJ, I think, it's called for a foul while trying to attempt the steal. That's going to be his third personal foul, and that will allow Addie Weaver to set up at the free throw line here one more time. 6'4" guard out of Trenton, Ontario. First free throw is good. And Weaver goes 2 for 2 from the line. 1 second left. Miller from half court. Off the backboard, and that is going to do it for the third quarter. After 3, the Lambton Lions 62, the Fanshawe Falcons 45. We'll get to fourth quarter action coming up in 1 minute and 57 seconds time. We'd like to remind you about Lambton College men's and women's varsity basketball programs hosting Return of the MAC, a one-day 3-on-3 basketball tournament. That's happening on Saturday, February 14th, 2026, right here at the Cestar Group Athletics and Fitness Complex. Inspired by the classic Gus Macker tournaments, Return of the MAC will bring together alumni, community hoopers, and basketball fans for a full day of competition, music, and fun, all while raising funds in support of Lambton Lions men's and women's basketball. DJ Fat Fingers providing music all day during the tournament and again at night for the after party over at the Lions Den. And divisions will include high school, adult rec, open elite divisions with teams of up to 4 players. Space is limited. Registration first come, first serve. We'd certainly love to have you out for more information on the Return of the MAC 3-on-3 basketball tournament, Saturday, February 14th. You can see at Lambton Lions on Instagram, X, Facebook. Pick your social media platform for more information on how to register for that coming up in just a little bit over 2 weeks' time. That all happening right here on the main campus at Lambton College here in Sarnia, Ontario. We'd love for you to join us for that. Also love to see you here in person. We have 2 more home games coming up here for the Lambton Lions. Should I say 3? No, 2. There's just 2 left. Tonight's the third one. We have just 2 left. This coming Wednesday is one of them. The Conestoga Condors will be making their only visit to Sarnia this year. That is on Wednesday, February 4th. The women tip off at 6 p.m. and the men will tip off at 8 p.m. That will be the final home game of the regular season for the women's basketball team. The men have 1 more home game after that. The Canadore Panthers will be making a visit. They'll be coming down from North Bay. That'll be on February 8th, which I believe coincides with a significant football game of some sort. The Superb Owl. Am I allowed to say officially what it's called? Fourth quarter is officially underway here. 62-45, Lambton Lions lead the Fanshawe Falcons. Fanshawe going from left to right on your screen in the black uniforms. They have possession now. Lambton Lions going from right to left wearing the light blue uniforms. Working his way in for 2 points. That is number 21, Bishop Whitmell. Floater from Lukic is no good, and here comes Fanshawe Whitmell trying to back his way in on Lukic. In the corner was Campos trying to fake. Now back his way in on Miller. Jam Goose has it in front of the Lions bench. Pass goes over the hands of Bishop Whitmell out of bounds, and it will be Lions basketball. Both teams with 3 timeouts each to use here in this fourth quarter, and considering the stakes and considering the energy we've seen in this game, expect all 6 of those timeouts to be used. Owen Newell losing his footing at the baseline out of bounds, and it is Fanshawe basketball with 8:56 to go here in the fourth. Zakai Davis back in the game, number 20 for Fanshawe. He has ball over to Whitmell. Andrade trying to work his way around Owen Newell. Tries to go over the hand of Gashi. That is going to be a foul. And it looks like that trend is going to continue here in the fourth quarter, where the officials are not letting anything go. And Joey Kirabel is going to re-enter the game in favor of Whitmell. Sound really carrying from the stomping on those metal bleachers, but Declan Andrade is unfazed on the first free throw attempt. And second free throw is short. Ball is live. Andrade gets the rebound, and the Falcons have another opportunity to close the gap. The offensive rebound starting to pile on here, and Fanshawe staying in it. And that's going to be our first time out of the quarter. The first of, well, there'll likely be 6 of them, like I mentioned. So 62-48, the Lambton Lions lead the Fanshawe Falcons here. Like we said, a couple of more home games. The next game for the Lambton Lions, though, is going to be on the road this coming Sunday. So they get the day off tomorrow and then get on the bus first thing Sunday morning to head up to Sheridan to kick off the month of February. They will be taking on the Bruins. That is a rescheduled game. They were supposed to play last weekend, but snowstorms tend to have a habit of keeping buses off the road, so we can certainly understand that. Keeping everybody off the road, so it was a matter of safety, really. So that game has been rescheduled, hoping for better traveling weather this coming Sunday as they take on the Sheridan Bruins, and that is really the team that a lot of teams in the West Division are trying to chase. That includes the Lambton Lions here. The Sheridan Bruins right now with a 7-5 record going into tonight. But the important part is they sit in 4th in the OCAA West Division. That is the 4th spot in which you will be able to host a home game in the opening round of the OCAA playoffs in the crossover round. So teams like Fanshawe, Conestoga, Niagara, Lambton, all of them trying to catch up to the Sheridan Bruins, and still plenty of basketball to be played. So that game this coming Sunday, a crucial one if they can make some ground there. And then, of course, that includes tonight. Lukic has it now for Lambton. Burgess, cross-court pass to Edwards. Shot clock down to 5. Swatted away by Andrade. He's able to keep it in bounds, and quick transition here for the Falcons. Pass is deflected, stolen back by the Lions. Edwards hung on to it just a little too long, caught the underside of the rim, and here come the Falcons. Lennon Campos, that floater, quick release, good for him. Campos now with 9 points off the bench tonight. Shot clock is down to 7. A.J. Edwards open for 3. Just not quite enough on it. Clayton Burgess offensive rebound. And Newell unable to keep it in the offensive zone. It will go back the other way. Fanshawe basketball here. 7:06 to go in the fourth quarter. Lambton Lions lead 62-50. Campos backing his way in on Burgess. High off the glass. Great output tonight from Lennon Campos. He has 11 off the bench. Newell out to Miller. He thought about the long-range shot, but elects to move it over to A.J. Edwards. He looks for 3. That one no good. Campos with the rebound. Lever has it now for the Falcons. Hand off to Campos in the paint, unable to finish it. Loose ball collected by Andrade. Out of bounds, last touch by Lambton. It will remain Fanshawe basketball. We are going to get some substitutions here. Number 17, Alec Eater. Number 14, Javante Griffith back in for Lambton. And Hansel Matunga, number 14, he is in for Fanshawe. Carabel, great spin move to get around 2 defenders. And the Falcons have all of a sudden found their way out of a 17-point deficit. They have knocked that down to 8. And with still 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, plenty of opportunity for the Falcons to get back into this one and come out on top. So the talk over at the Lambton Lions bench, I imagine, is going to be to just get back on those rebounds. They were pretty effective at keeping Fanshawe off of the boards there in the first half. But offensive rebounds have certainly been piling up here for Fanshawe in these early minutes of the fourth quarter, and that has allowed them to get back into this one. And that has allowed Joey Carabel off the bench to put up 10 points of his own for Fanshawe too. Tyrell Miller still leading all scorers for both sides, really, for the Lambton Lions. He has 22 points. His season average sitting at 22.4, so basically right there. Another night at the office for him, but would like to come out of this one with a W and at least split the season series with the Falcons and try and get one win closer to getting into one of those top 4 spots in the West Division before this season is out. Tyrell Miller has it near half court, gets it to Lukic. Lukic picks it up, gets it to Griffith, now in the hands of Miller. Tries to find Javante Griffith underneath, and the turnover results in another outlet pass. In the hands of Lever underneath there. Now Matunga gets it back in. The deficit now at 6 for the Falcons. Mishandled by Tyrell Miller. That'll be over and back, and another lucky break for the Falcons. Number 11, A.J. Edwards back in for Lambton. And Alec Eater called for the foul. That is going to be his second personal. Carabel picks up his dribble, just incredible athleticism on display for him. Shot clock down to 6. And we might get an expired shot clock here. They won't blow it dead as Lambton got the ball back. Miller out to Hallward, works it around to A.J. Edwards. Quick release for three. Shot is short. Eder fighting hard to get the rebound. Newell saying he didn't touch the ball, but officials see otherwise. It will remain Fanshawe basketball. 62-56. With 4 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock down to 7. Andrade kicks it back out to Davis. Kirabel brings it in, tries to find Matunga underneath as the shot clock expires. And the Lions lead now sits at 4. A.J. Edwards able to retain possession. Foul called on Matunga. Substitution will be made by Lambton here. Number 6, Albin Gashi. Number 23, Clayton Burgess, both back in. Albin Gashi has it at half court. A.J. Edwards in front of the Falcons bench, no good. And Andrade aggressively pulling in that rebound for Fanshawe. Lever for three, no good. Matunga tips it over to Davis to get the rebound. Kirabel drives baseline, tries to go up and under. Able to collect the loose ball. Shot clock down to 5 though, they gotta move. Lever to Davis as the shot clock expires. Air ball. Shot clock violation, Lions basketball. Javonte Griffith, number 14, has re-entered for Lambton. And there is another foul called. This time on Kirabel. That is going to be his third personal foul. Much to the jubilation of the Lions fans here, Clayton Burgess has it. Now to Gashi. Gashi looking for help, finds Edwards. Works it around to Griffith. Shot clock at 5. Both teams really taking their time on each possession. Miller has to lob it, finds the ironwork there as the clock expires, but no good. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left. 62-58. Lambton Lions lead. Kirabel is called for the travel, and another good break for the Lions. Good defensive stop. Luke King is entering the game. He wears number 9. Out of Whitby, Ontario. 6'2" rookie forward. Coincidentally, Corey King wearing number 9 for Lambton. Tyrell Miller gets a little bit of space. He was thinking about the 3. Finds Edwards. He shoots the 3. That one no good. Two and a half left here in the fourth quarter. Lions lead by 4. And oh boy, the Lions fans are going to let him hear that one. Tough break for the rookie, just mishandled, and he's going to be subbed right back out. Just unfortunate, I think, just let that ball go a little too early and out of bounds. That'll happen. Happens to the best of us. Albin Gashi to Clayton Burgess. Baseline jumper is blocked by Campos. And the Fanshawe Falcons will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts here with 2:09 left here in the fourth quarter. We are in for a thrilling finish. Last time these two teams played, 70-66. The Fanshawe Falcons came out on top with some great individual efforts in that one. Brandon Bogart, 17 points, 6 boards, 6 assists. Demarian Ennis, who we haven't seen tonight, 10 points, 10 rebounds to go along with 3 steals. Those were the key players for the Falcons in that one. And then some familiar names for the Lambton Lions. Tyrell Miller in that game back on November 19th, 28 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists against the Fanshawe Falcons. Owen Newell scoring 18 points on 9 of 12 shooting. And A.J. Edwards with 5 steals in that one as well. Some of the highlight performances. Miller sitting at 22 in this one. Owen Newell with 17 of his own. .209 left here in the fourth quarter. It is Lambton Lions possession. Inbound to Griffith. Alvin Gashi. Shot clock is at 4. Miller over a pair of defenders and is fouled in the process. He's going to shoot 2. Foul was called on Campos. That is team foul number 4 for the Falcons. First free throw is good. He's now at 23. And the team's leading scorer goes 2 for 2 at the line. Clayton Burgess, number 23, will re-enter the game, give Owen Newell a break. And number 1, Bogart is back in for Fanshawe. Kai Davis has it now. In the corner, Lever fakes to get around Burgess. Davis. We all thought it was a block. That is going to be a foul. Foul called on Griffith. That is going to be his 3rd. And Zakai Davis, the 6'2" rookie from Kitchener, Ontario, gets to shoot 2 of them. To try and close the gap, the Lions fans down at the baseline. I think you're catching them on your screen there, but as loud as they've been all night, and the noisemakers effective on that first one. And second one is going to rattle in, bit of a tie-up down towards the baseline between Owen Newell and Declan Andrade. And those will be offsetting personal fouls between Newell and Andrade, and it will remain Lions basketball. Alvin Gashi with inbounding duties. Gashi gets it to Edwards. Now in the hands of Miller. Taking all the time he can just to try and burn those seconds off the clock. 5-point lead with 90 seconds to go. Lukic, catch and release 3 is good. Clutch 3-pointer from the rookie Milos Lukic. Burgess is back in here for Lambton, number 23. Minute 19 to go. Lambton Lions 67, Fanshawe Falcons 59. Addie Lever blocked by Gashi, but there is the Falcons with 2 points back. 60 seconds. Can feel like an eternity when you're trying to hang on to a lead. But when you're trying to catch up, it feels like it's going in an instant. There's Lukic in the corner. That shot is short. Lever gets the loose ball. Tied up with Lukic and Edwards. And that is a foul assessed to Milos Lukic. That is the 5th team foul for Lambton. Both teams now in a bonus situation here on the fouls. And number 35, Owen Newell, will re-enter the game here for the final 52 seconds. And some enthusiastic fans at the baseline, stomping the bleachers again, but to no avail. Addie Lever hits the first free throw. Lever goes 2 for 2. And the Fanshawe Falcons elect to use their final timeout here in the 4th quarter. Won't be long before the next home game here for the Lambton Lions. Join us on Wednesday, February 4th, when the Conestoga Condors make their only visit to the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex. Women will tip off at 6 p.m. Men will tip off at 8 p.m. or about 20 minutes after the conclusion of the women's game. That one will be broadcast, of course, live on the Lambton Lions Athletics YouTube channel and will be brought to you on your TV, I believe on tape delay following the Sarnia Sting broadcast that is taking place that night as well. Conestoga Condors entering tonight with a 6-8 record. Lambton Lions right now at 5-8, so two very similarly placed teams in the standings that are trying to keep each other at bay as we push towards the OCAA playoffs, which will begin in just 3 weeks. Hard to believe the end of the regular season is almost here. .1 seconds remain on the clock. The Lambton Lions 67, the Fanshawe Falcons 63. We are in for a thrilling finish. The Fanshawe Falcons out of timeouts. Lambton still has 2 of them as needed. There's a hip check from Joey Kirabel. I believe is going to be his 4th. That is foul number 4 for Kirabel, and it will be number 6, Alban Gashi, setting up at the free throw line with 7 points so far tonight. And first free throw, just a hair too much on it. And the second one will eventually fall for Gashi. Lions lead by 5, 49 seconds left here in the 4th. Lever trying to get around Burgess. Picks up his dribble, almost stripped from behind. Matunga has it, shot clock down to 7. Great effort by Matunga to get those 2 points back. It is a 1-possession game inside 30 seconds left here in the 4th and final quarter. And that is, that's a foul, I suppose. Have to watch that one back on replay, but Matunga adamant that that was permissible contact. And as a result, because of the bonus situation here, Milos Lukic will shoot 2 free throws for Lambton. First one is good, making it a 2-possession game. That's a crucial one. 0.3 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It is Joey Carabell re-entering for Fanshawe. A little bit of a miscommunication. No too many men call like you would see in hockey. They're just going to wait for somebody to get off the court. There's Carabell. Too much on it. Gets another opportunity. He gets the 2 points back. And the Lambton Lions will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it is now 69-67, a slender 2-point lead. But the Lambton Lions have one important thing in their favor, and that is possession here. So you can imagine right off the inbound, this is going to be the key, is basically just protect the ball on the inbound, make sure you retain possession, get fouled, go to the free throw line, and hopefully get 2 points, make it a 2-possession game. Again, that's pretty much what you want to draw up if you're Lambton, and of course if you're the Fanshawe Falcons, do what you can to get that ball back. All I can tell you is we're in for a thrilling finish again, just like we were back in November. We knew this was going to be a close one. A lot on the line here, especially jockeying for position within the standings. Obviously, the higher you finish in the regular season, the more favorable matchup you're going to have in the crossover round, the first round of the OCAA playoffs coming up in a few weeks here on Saturday, February 21st. Those are going to get going. We hope to bring you a home game here, but still some work to be done. Albagashi will inbound. And we got, I believe, a 5-second violation. Another good break for the Falcons. Clayton Burgess is going to re-enter here. Flurry of substitutions are going to be made. Caleb LaBelle back on the court. The 23s are back on. Shot clock is off, 10 seconds left. Bogart loses his footing. A.J. Edwards gets the loose ball. Almost dispossessed. He is fouled in the process. Will go to the free throw line. And for the second consecutive game, my smartwatch is detecting signs of stress or excitement. A.J. Edwards, opportunity to shoot 2 free throws, extend the lead into a 2-possession game, and effectively put this one on ice. First one is short, though. So much fanfare for some of the traveling Fanshawe Falcons fans in attendance here. Second free throw is good. Falcons out of timeouts. 5 seconds to go to tie the game. Bogart, there's Edwards. Blocked from behind. Great defensive stop. But you can see the responsible thing from head coach James Grant, just saying to everybody, hey, calm down. Don't say anything stupid. I know you're excited. But don't get us a technical foul. You can see that he didn't have to say a word. He did. But he did have to say a word. You can see it with his motions there as he seeks for career win number 201. Got his 200th career win previously a couple of weeks ago there against the Niagara Knights when they paid a visit here. So looking to add to that total now tonight here. But one more trip to the free throw line here for the Lambton Lions to try and just put this one on ice. And that makes for a a more enjoyable bus ride this coming Sunday when they have to go take on the Sheridan Bruins. Want to go into that game with some momentum because that's the team they're trying to catch up to right now. One second on the clock. So not much to work with. First free throw misses for Burgess. If he hits it, it seals the deal. If he doesn't, it's still a long shot, and that's pretty much going to do it. Alvin Gashi intercepts the pass. The shot clock expires. And with that, the Lambton Lions improve to 6-8 on the season. The Fanshawe Falcons will fall to 7-8. And that is career win number 201 for head coach James Grant. Your final score here at the Cestar Athletics and Fitness Complex. Lambton Lions 71, Fanshawe Falcons 67. Next game this coming Wednesday, next home game when the Conestoga Condors pay a visit here. For all of us here at Lambton Lions Athletics and at your TV, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again on Wednesday, February 4th. Bye for now.